Hey, this is Noah. I just want to make a quick video. One thing that I found really interesting about Sonic Superstars is that they're making it so that the Chaos Emeralds do gameplay stuff outside of just turning you into a super form. When you collect them, it gives you a new power that allows you to traverse new things or gives you a new ability, like being able to climb up waterfalls, run on the walls, reveal hidden platforms for new ways to explore the levels, or
summon a storm of clones.
Make dozens of clones of yourself to attack enemies with. If that is intentional, if we are to insinuate that essentially all the Chaos Emeralds give you a specific power, and simply having all of them gives you access to all of them at once, that could be interesting. We'd be changing the dynamic of the Chaos Emeralds to just essentially being like batteries for the super form into being more like the Infinity Stones from Marvel, where, yeah, when you have all of them, you have access to all their individual powers, and you're very powerful yourself, but they all do have unique functions, which could be very cool. I think this is a interesting direction, but more than anything else, ignoring the lore, I think from a gameplay perspective, it is very interesting. It is a unique gimmick. What I want to know is if the game will still be completable without them. Is it going to be more in the direction of you will have to collect the Chaos Emeralds to progress, meaning that they will essentially force you to engage with the gimmick? Or will you actually just still have to get the Chaos Emeralds like you would have otherwise? They are optional, they are only in special stages, so on and so forth. If that's the case, I'm not sure how I would feel about that. Because that means you would have people who could probably go through the entire game and never engage with this new gimmick or mechanic. And that would feel a bit like a missed opportunity. A bit strange. Either way, between Sonic Origins retconning Amy into the playable spotlight, allowing her to use the Chaos Emeralds, the potential for the Sonic Frontiers DLC to be released by, I believe, the end of the year, featuring the other three characters as playable, and Sonic Superstars with all four of these characters and the expansion of what the Chaos Emeralds actually do. There is a unique narrative that is being spun here that I'm really appreciating. And as a person who was at one point a very rabid Sonic fan, who is not as invested as I was, I'm very happy to see that we're finally getting to a point where Sonic is kind of not flatlining. We have leveled out with a steady heartbeat of games that are well received and with gameplay and narratives that fans seem to enjoy. This is exactly what I was hoping for like a year or two ago, where I was lamenting that Sega seems to have Yakuza in a good place. The Persona series has just remained functional since Persona 5. Most of Sega's other game series were in very good spots except for Sonic. And at the time, they had announced and or shown off the films, the comics, the TV show, and all of it is good. Like, the movies, good. TV show, good. The comics, better than they ever have been. But the games, and that's where I was like, if Sega could just make Sonic Frontiers good, we're good. Because then we're good across the board. Good, good, good. For them to actually make Sonic Frontiers at least well received by fans, it's insane to me that at the same time they also had Sonic Superstars cooking. I know there are people who really don't care for Sonic Frontiers but really like Sonic Mania, so I almost want to know what their reaction to, like, Sonic Superstars is going to be, where they're like, why on earth did you make Sonic Frontiers when you had this peak? In general, it'll be a very interesting time in the coming year. What do you guys think of Sonic Superstars? If you're a big, sweaty Sonic fan, let me know in the comments what you think of the lore implications of the Chaos Emeralds having specific functions now. This is Noah. Sonic Superstars. See ya.